For the longest time, while everybody was singing praises for Paul Kagame, Congolese people have been shouting and protesting about the fact that Rwanda has been receiving support from the West to destabilize the eastern part of the DRC. The areas where these militias are unaliving people, displacing people from, these are mineral-rich areas. Congo is very rich in coltan and cobalt, very critical minerals that are needed for electronics, even electric cars. Let me re-emphasize that the atrocities that Congolese people, especially in the Eastern DRC, have been going through has nothing to do with anything tribal, has everything to do with economic interests. So today is unfortunately one of those days that I have to make a video like this in an effort to try to raise awareness about what has been happening in my country, the Democratic Republic of Congo, for the longest time. Congolese people have for the longest time been massacred in millions, pretty much ever since outsiders realized that we had valuable natural resources. First, I would like to start by sending my condolences to those Congolese people that have lost their loved ones, those mothers that have had to witness their babies being abused. I guess a lot of the times when we talk about things like this, we don't realize that these are everyday people like you and I. It could be our family members, our relatives. So all I can say is I pray that you guys will have comfort. You will find peace somehow, even in the middle of this chaos. God's peace will just find you guys and just comfort you. But anyway, for the longest time, while everybody was singing praises for Paul Kagame, Congolese people have been shouting and protesting about the fact that Rwanda has been receiving support from the West to destabilize the eastern part of the DRC. Unfortunately, I feel like the world was not ready to listen due to the unfortunate event that had happened in Rwanda, that is the Rwandan genocide, and the subsequent instrumentalization of that episode in order to get international sympathy and get some type of notoriety. But for the first time in a while, the world, I feel like, is finally listening. For those people that really don't know what Congolese people are like, I am Congolese. I lived in Congo for the first 15 years of my life. Congolese people are loving people. Congolese people are very happy people. Congolese people are very giving. People that you don't have to work so hard to be welcomed into their homes. I know that there is a lot of propaganda that is trying to reduce what is happening in Congo right now to tribal issues. Congo is not a country that is known to be very tribal. Congo has more than 450 different tribes. It has always been very diverse when it comes to tribes. We tease each other every now and then. We roast each other every now and then. But we don't have it in us to unalive each other based on our tribes. So the argument that somehow what is happening in Congo right now is related to some type of tribal problems is absurd, especially because this is not a recent thing. Congolese people have been massacred for centuries now, ever since outsiders found out that Congo has valuable resources. Congo and Congolese people have not known peace. And I'm really sick of sometimes going through the internet and finding videos even of people that we look up to as so-called Pan-African leaders of opinion, blaming the victims, blaming the Congolese people for what has been happening in Congo for centuries now. There is a video of one such leader that I came across whose argument was essentially that these people that are unaliving Congolese people currently are somehow revendicating some type of rights that had been taken away from them because of their tribe, this one tribe that somehow shares the same tribe as Rwanda. I find it very absurd, especially if you know the geography of Congo. Congo is surrounded by 9 different African countries. Across the borders of those countries, you have tribes that share the same languages with each other. You will find tribes that are in Congo DRC, you find them also in Congo-Brazzaville. We have Zambia, for example, in the south. I do not understand why the Congolese people would not discriminate any other people that share the same tribe, but somehow only discriminate this one tribe that shares the same tribe as Rwanda. The areas where these militias are unaliving people, displacing people from, these are mineral-rich areas. These towns like Rubaya, with the highest production of coltan, these are where these militias are mostly active. Do you want to tell tell me that they are going to those areas to defend the rights of this oppressed tribe? That's a question for you and for those that are reducing this to some type of tribal issues. Another argument that also makes no sense is the argument that somehow Rwanda is justified to be supporting militia groups to unalive Congolese people because somehow they are scared that some genocide perpetrators fled in Congo and are trying to take down the Rwandan government. This makes no sense if you consider the fact that during the 1994 Rwandan genocide, people did not only flee into Congo, they also went to other neighboring countries. But I am yet to hear that the Rwandan government is pursuing genocide perpetrators in those other countries. I ask myself, why is that? Why this obsession with Congo? So again, let me re-emphasize that the atrocities that Congolese people, especially in the Eastern DRC, have been going through has nothing to do with anything tribal, has everything to do with economic interests of regional as well as other international actors. I will be bringing additional videos in an effort to shed light into this issue and provide some type of facts so that my family here on YouTube can be informed and just take simple actions if you are able to. There's a couple of things that you can do as an individual to support Congo and hopefully create some type of change. You can help us raise awareness by speaking about Congo and what is going on in the DRC. Secondly, if you are a citizen of the EU, you can urge your government to stop supporting Rwanda financially and militarily. You can also join Congolese people who are protesting near you. It really helps to raise awareness. Another thing that you can also do, and this is a very big one, you can review your consumption habits, especially when it comes to electronics, because ultimately it boils down to us, to you and I. What we don't want to consume, they will not produce. It's as simple as that. Congo is very rich in coltan and cobalt, very critical minerals that are needed for electronics. Just when it comes to electronics, please think about Congo. You do not need to buy a new iPhone every time Apple releases one. You can buy refurbished ones or used phones. Even electric cars that are now being trended as some type of clean energy stuff. Nothing is clean when it is obtained through the blood of other people. The environmental cost, especially of this transition to so-called clean energy, is also great because if you consider the fact that Congo is home to the second biggest rainforest after the Amazon, the fact that it is basically the second lung of our planet, the environmental degradation of such a place will even have an adverse effect of what we are trying to achieve as a human race. It's because of reasons like that we should all care about what is happening in Congo. So whenever people are talking about, clean energy, please think of Congo as well. Think of the children that are working in mines. Think of the babies that are being essayed. Think of the people that are being unalived. It's almost as if the world wants to do this transition to the renewable energy or the renewable economy on the backs of Congolese people and on the back of Congo. And we should all do our part to ensure that comes to an end. Another thing that you can do also is donate to local charity organizations. One of them is Focus Congo. They have not sponsored this video, but it's one that I believe in because I've seen their work for years now. But there are other organizations also in Congo that are doing a lot to help the victims. And lastly, you can amplify Congolese voices. Whenever you see Congolese people posting or speaking about these issues, please help by sharing. And please also pray for Congo. Don't forget us in your prayers. Thanks guys for watching this video. I will see you guys very soon in the next one. Bye for now.